If you've been thinking about starting an Etsy shop, but you're worried about creating products that no one buys, then you need to watch this. Etsy isn't too saturated. You just need to know what buyers are rushing to purchase. After working with over 900 students inside the Sales Sprint, I've noticed 7 fast-selling digital product types. I've also listed multiple types of these products in my Etsy shop, which has made me over $28,000 as a homeschooling stay-at-home mom without ads and without posting on social media. Now let's get into the very first product type buyers simply can't wait to get their hands on. Product type 1, holiday and seasonal products. These are some of the fastest selling items on Etsy. And I'm not just guessing. I'm recording this video in September, and these fall themed products are already showing up as bestsellers. These move quickly because buyers have a built-in deadline. If someone needs a Halloween game for their classroom or a Christmas invitation for a party, they are not going to wait weeks. They need it right now. That urgency is what drives sales. And that's why I added done for you templates like a Secret Santa questionnaire and a kid summer calendar inside of the Sales Sprint, because I know these products sell very well and I wanted to give my students an unfair advantage. The beauty of seasonal products is they come back year after year. Once you've created something for Halloween, Easter, graduation, or Christmas, you keep making sales every time that season or holiday rolls back around. This is also one of the best opportunities for beginners. Seasonal buyers shop more for the event than they do for the seller. And that means you don't need a huge shop or an established brand to make sales. Now, a quick tip, don't put too much weight on tools like Everbee or eRank for seasonal data. These tools tend to lag behind. Instead, trust Etsy's own real-time signals, which are the bestseller or popular now badges. These signals tell you what's selling today. As with many product types, broad niches are saturated, but micro niches like Christmas bachelorette games or Halloween teacher clip art are wide open. And to avoid your shop looking empty after the holiday, create a calendar of seasonal products so you always are prepared for the next season. So if you're worried about choosing the wrong product, seasonal items are one of the safest bets. Try to list them at least 2 weeks ahead of the holiday so Etsy can get your product ranked before the big rush. But holidays aren't the only time people are in a rush to buy, which leads us to product type number 2, event-based templates. These are events that simply don't get postponed. Think weddings, baby showers, graduations, and even funerals. If a baby shower is happening this weekend, the hosts can't afford to wait for a custom design. They need something editable and ready to go right now. And that urgency is exactly why these types of products sell so quickly. The beauty of this category is that demand never dries up. Unlike holidays, which spike and then disappear, events happen year-round. Weddings peak in summer, graduations peak in the spring, baby showers and birthdays are every single month. That steady rhythm means there's always a buyer searching for something. A lot of beginners hesitate here because they think, aren't weddings and invitations saturated on Etsy? And yes, if it's just a generic wedding invitation, you'll get buried. But this is where micro niches give you the edge. Instead of creating a one-size-fits-all invite, you might design a minimalist wedding sign bundle, a pink aesthetic birthday invitation, or a graduation fan template. These specific searchable products are where new sellers break through. And don't overcomplicate the design side. Buyers aren't looking for something that belongs in a high-end magazine. They want something simple, editable, and affordable. That's where Canva comes in. You don't need to be a graphic designer to create templates a buyer will love. In fact, clean and easy to use templates will outsell any high-end design template because buyers want something easy to customize. Another reason this category is profitable is because of budget. Most people hosting events don't want to spend hundreds of dollars on a custom designer. They're easy to spend a few bucks on a template they can customize themselves. You're giving them speed, affordability, and convenience. All things buyers value when they're under pressure. Events are happening all around the world every single day. That means your products don't just sell fast, they'll sell consistently. Even if you only capture a small slice of that demand, the numbers add up quickly. Event-based templates are the definition of products with urgency, and they're one of the safest categories for beginners to start with. But not every product sells because of steady demand. Some products explode overnight, which brings us to product type number 3, trending and pop culture products. Imagine a new Netflix series drops, a meme goes viral, or a certain aesthetic suddenly takes over TikTok. Within days, thousands of people are flooding Etsy looking for items related to that trend. That's the power of trending and pop culture products. When the world is paying attention, buyers move fast. And I know this firsthand. My very first digital product on Etsy was a trending product. And it made me over $3,200 in profit, which was deposited into my bank account within the first 90 days. Here's what makes this category unique. First, timing is everything. These items often sell like crazy for a few weeks or months, and then the trend fades. Second is you do not need dozens of listings. One well-timed product can rack up hundreds and even thousands of sales if you get in while the trend is new. And third, Etsy buyers aren't always looking for the exact trend. They are looking for how it fits into their lives. So you might take that trending item and put it on a birthday card, a teacher resource, or a party game. That is how you can stand out. So now let's answer some questions about trending products that I get a lot. First is, what if I miss the trend? And that's okay. It happens. But trends move fast and there's always a new one coming. The sellers who catch these trends are the ones who move fast too and don't overthink and overcomplicate the process. The next question is, aren't trends risky? Yes, but they're also a low investment. You can make a trending template in Canva in under an hour. If it flops, you've lost nothing. If it hits, you could pay your bills for the next month. And then how do I even know what's trending? For this, you'll want to watch platforms like TikTok, Pinterest, and Instagram. You'll notice the same sounds, phrases, and aesthetic over and over again. That is your green light to create. This is another category where we don't want to rely on tools like Everbee. By the time the data shows up there, the trend could be already passing. Instead, you'll want to watch Etsy itself for those popular now badges and use social media so you can catch on early. So while seasonal products give you predictable sales, trending products can give you explosive sales. And for beginners, sometimes all it takes is for one trending product to give you that momentum and confidence to keep going. But not every product depends on luck or timing, which brings us to product type number 4. Academic and school products. These sell year after year and the demand is incredibly steady. To make this simple to remember, I like to use the ABC framework. A is for aligned with the school calendar. Products tied to the rhythm of the school year always perform well. Think Meet the Teacher templates in August, semester study guides in January, or high school transcript templates in May. Buyers are on a tight timeline, which means urgency is built in. B is budget-friendly for teachers and parents. Teachers and parents are some of the biggest buyers in this category, and they're often spending their own money. That's why simple, affordable resources like classroom decor, worksheets, or editable calendars fly off the digital shelves. And then C is for consistent demand. Unlike seasonal holidays or one-time trends, school products are in demand all year. There's always a new group of students, a new semester, or a new activity. Even small sales stack up over time, giving you steady, reliable income. And some people think you need to be a teacher to create teacher resources, but that actually is not true. You just have to create fun, helpful, easy to use resources that save time and money for the people who are. Once you build out even a small group of academic products, they keep paying you back every single school year without you having to do extra work. One principle today could become years of repeat sales. So if you're looking for a category that's reliable, beginner friendly, and profitable, academic products check every box. So now let's hop into product type number 5, business and work products with deadlines. These sell fast because buyers usually need them for something urgent, a job interview tomorrow, a tax deadline next week, or a pitch presentation they have to give on Friday. When the clock is ticking, they don't shop around for weeks. They grab what they need instantly. One of my students, Stephanie, made her very first sale with a business card template. Think about that. Someone needed a professional card quickly, found hers, and hit buy even though she had a brand new Etsy shop. And another student, Lauren, had one of those moments every new seller dreams of. She made 8 sales in a single morning, and it wasn't luck. She created digital resources for authors, a group of people who are always on a deadline to publish or promote their work. Her product solved an urgent problem, so people didn't hesitate to buy. That's the key here. Urgency. Business professionals often have external pressures like deadlines from clients, a boss, or even the government. They're motivated to spend money because missing the deadline will cost them way more than the price of your product. And you don't need to be a business expert to succeed in this category. Start simple with products like resume templates, invoice templates, website templates, business cards, or niche resources like Lauren's author tools. We also have someone in the sales sprint who creates products for CPAs. If it helps someone look professional or meet a deadline, it has selling power. The bottom line is that business and work products sell fast because buyers can't afford to wait. They need solutions today, and that urgency makes this one of the most reliable categories for quick sales. But deadlines don't just exist in the office, they show up in real life too. And that leads us to product type number 6, giftable and last minute printables. These are things like birthday cards, love coupons, wall art, photo collages, or even a quick baby shower game. The reason they sell fast is simple. Buyers are usually scrambling at the last minute. If it's 10 p.m. the night before a birthday or an anniversary, they don't have time to order something physical. They jump on Etsy, grab a printable, and solve the problem instantly. Here's why this category is so profitable. First, there's built-in urgency. Buyers can't push back a birthday or anniversary. If they forgot to grab a card, they need it now. That urgency makes them hit buy without hesitation. Next is high repeat potential. People need gifts all year long. Birthdays, anniversaries, holidays, Mother's Day, Father's Day. The cycle never ends. And the third is the low barrier to entry. You don't need complicated designs. Even simple minimalist designs like cards or wall art can sell because buyers care more about timing than perfection. And here's an extra tip. Keywords like instant download or print at home are gold in this category. Buyers are literally searching for speed, and those phrases tell them your product will solve their problem right away. So if you've been nervous about whether your designs are good enough, this is one of the best categories to start with. Because when buyers are desperate for a last minute gift, they care about instant access more than a flawless design. But this next product sells for a completely different reason. Product type number 7, life milestones. Imagine a couple just found out they're pregnant, a family is moving into their new home, or a little one is starting kindergarten tomorrow. These are the kind of once in a lifetime moments people love to celebrate, and they don't want to wait weeks to do it. These products include things like pregnancy announcements, first day of school signs, moving checklists, or retirement party invitation templates. Buyers are excited, emotional, and eager to share the news and mark the memory right away. When you create products that help them do that, they grab them instantly. Here's what makes milestone products unique. First is that they're emotional purchases. People don't just buy them because they need them, they buy them because they want to celebrate and share. Second is that they're urgent. Parents aren't going to wait a month to send out a first day of school picture. They want the picture now, and they want to share it with anyone who will look. And third is that they're evergreen. Every year, new parents, new homeowners, and new graduates create a fresh wave of buyers. When you're listing this type of product, you want to focus your keywords on the exact type of milestone they would be celebrating. Words like first day of kindergarten sign, fall pregnancy announcement, or new home checklist match exactly what the buyer is typing in the moment they need it. Milestone products are proof that when you connect emotions with urgency, sales can happen very fast. And if you want the step-by-step process to list these types of products so you can make sales quickly, that's exactly what I teach inside the Sales Sprint. I'll leave the link below if you're ready to dive in. When I first started on Etsy, I had the same fears you probably have right now. I was scared I would spend hours or even days and weeks creating products no one would want to buy. But I took a chance on just one product, a trending design at the time, and within 90 days, I had over $3,200 deposited into my bank account. And that money wasn't just numbers on a screen. It meant paying off bills that had been stressing me out. It meant being able to say yes when my kids wanted to go to the zoo. And it meant freedom that I could make money from home without interrupting my daily routine as a homeschooling stay-at-home mom. So if you've been hesitating, thinking you need to have the perfect idea or the perfect shop, I I hope these 7 product types showed you that success isn't about perfection. It's about starting with products buyers already want, riding the urgency that makes them sell fast, and giving yourself permission to learn as you go. Because if a homeschooling stay-at-home mom like me can turn a single digital product into a business that's changed my family's life, there's no reason you can't do the same. So now you know the 7 fastest selling digital products on Etsy. But knowing what to sell is only the first step. The real question is, how do you actually get started? That's exactly what I cover in this video, where I break down the 5 steps that helped me go from 0 sales to over $28,000 on Etsy. If you've been feeling stuck or overwhelmed, this video will give you a clear, beginner-friendly roadmap so you know exactly what to do next.